All right, so I got something cool right here. I know you can't see it, but I got a candle on my drawing table. I'm gonna light a match right here and get this started. So when we talk about light sources, we are talking about where the light is coming from and what kind of shadow that is going to cast and how we're going to draw that shadow. So with my simple candle right here, obviously the light is right at the top here, and because the light is at the top, that means that the shadow is going to be cast downward and away from the top of that light source there. As you can see, since the candle flame is kind of flickering, that means the shadow around is kind of flickering too. You notice that the shadow is kind of moving back and forth. It's kind of bobbing around and it's hard to really pin down. However, if we use a much more reliable light source, like this lamp over here, this is my drawing desk lamp coming from the right side of the drawing table, and since the light is over here, we can see that the shadow is going away from the light. It's on the other side of the object and it's being cast away from the light. So the bright side of the candle right here reflects the light that's coming from this direction, and the dark side of the candle right here is in shadow. And I want to show you something about that shadow. Notice how it's really this line, the outline of the shadow right here, is pretty sharp when we get close to the candle. But the farther we move away from the candle, the fuzzier that outline of the shadow gets. And it gets a little bit lighter. So my shadow is kind of dark over here, but as we go away from the candle, it gets fuzzier and it gets lighter. So as we're drawing shadows, we should use our value scale to take that into account and draw our shadow darkest at the base of the object, and the farther away from the object we get, the lighter that shadow is going to get. Now you can also notice that the shadow on the actual object itself, the dark side of the object, the farther away from my light source it is, the darker I'm going to shade the object. In the middle here, that would be kind of a medium gray on my value scale. And over here on the lightest side, on the side that's facing the light source, that would be kind of in the lighter shading area on my value scale. So hopefully that quick demonstration helps you kind of think about shadow in a way that takes advantage of the value scale that we'll be creating. Hey guys, so now that we know a little bit more about how light and shadow works in real life, and we have our practice sheet about how to draw some 3D forms, and we have our value scale from last week, now we should be able to draw our own 3D form and add realistic shading to it to make it look like an actual object. So let's see how that is done. All right, so all I need for this is a paper, pencil. It would be helpful if I had my 3D form practice sheet from earlier this week and my value scale from last week. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started by drawing a very simple cube form. Now I'm just going to freehand this. You're welcome to use a ruler or a different strategy for drawing this if you'd like, but I'm going to go ahead and freehand this. All right, so now I have my cube. Try and draw it pretty big, try and take up the whole or most of the paper. Now, if you'll remember from last week, we were talking about adding value using our value scale and doing a technique where we label different parts of the form with different numbers. Now I'm going to establish where my light is coming from, and I want to say that it is coming from this side here. And working with that, I'm going to put the shadow and the shading away from the light on the other side of the object. So on this side and a little bit on this side, and then I'm going to have my cast shadow going this way, okay? And now I just have to label, according to my value scale, where the light is and where the darkness is. So I'm going to put a number 1 right here because this side is facing the light source. And on the edges, on the outer edges here, I'm going to have a number 2, maybe a number 3. And then I want to continue that onto the other side. So I'm going to say that this is a number 4 and a 5. And same with here, number 4, number 5. And then my shadow, hopefully it's going to be pretty dark down here. I'm going to try and make it a number 8, 7, 6, etc. All right, let's see what that looks like. Okay, so here is my finished cube with that value added to make the shading look pretty realistic. Now, it's your turn. What you're going to do is choose one of the 3D forms that you illustrated on Tuesday, and you're going to draw that on a new piece of paper, and then use your value scale to add value or shading to your form to make it look really realistic. Pick where the light source is coming from so that you don't get confused, and then go ahead and use the method of using your value scale to add numbers to your form to know exactly what value to fill in on each space. If you need help, go ahead and watch last Thursday's video that gives you a little bit of a refresher on how to use this, and I hope you have fun with this. All right, take care.